Hey, this is Intermodaltrucker, and I am in the shop today, and I'm going to be working on my lawnmower. Need to get this thing ready. I have a tire that has gone down over the winter time, and it was sitting all the way in the rim. It's supposed to be tubeless tires. I'm not sure if it has a tube in it or not, but the sidewall was actually cracked, and it had all kinds of cracks around and everything. So you can go out and buy one of those cans of like green slime or something like that and squirt that in there and try that. But I've done this thing in a past. I've actually put green slime in before and stuff, and when the sidewalls get cracked like this, the green slime just comes out of it. It's just too much. So we're actually going to try to put a tube into it and see how that works. If that doesn't work, I got an old tire that maybe the hub might be the same size. It came off an old lawnmower we had, and we had it sitting on a machine shed, and it seems to be holding air. And it's the same size, so it's a little different tread, but if I can't get the tube in it, then I'll shoot this into it. So let's get started. I'm also going to be changing the oil. Gotta find a point I can lift on. There we go. So you got the pulleys in the side there. This is the Cub Cadet, the 2160. I've had this lawnmower for a while. First thing I'll do is get the oil going out of here. Looks like it has a single bolt. All right, we got the tire pulled off. And we just need to let the air out of it. So I'll take a valve insert tool. Hey, right here is the cracks. You can see them. It's in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's cracks all along in here. Now I need to get this off of here. And I'm going to see if I can just use the vise. This is not one of my most enjoyable things, is changing tires, especially car tires. I refuse to do car tires. Uh-oh. Doesn't go wide enough. There we go. Let's see if it'll grab it.
There she goes. Hey, dingo. Ooh, she is just rusted inside there. No wonder why it's leaking. There we go. I don't know if you can see that or not. See all that rust right inside there? It's pretty bad in there. What we're going to do is we're going to get, you can see the cracks really good now here on the sidewall. So a new tire would be the best option. But I don't feel like spending the money. So we'll just put a tube in it. I don't know, maybe the scissors might do it. Yep. That. Just push the tire down and pull out the plug inside. I could clean all this out, try to get some of this rust out. I'd have to pull the tire completely off and repaint the rim would be the best option. But I don't feel like doing all that. So what we're going to do is I stopped and I picked up this inner tube. And it's for this size tire. This is what size is this? It is a 16 by 6.5 to 8. So we just have this inner tube, and we just need to work it into this thing. So I'll take off the valve cap. Changing semi tires, not a problem. These smaller tires, not my favorite. You just work it around. I think if I get another pry bar in there. There we go. That's going to make it nice and easy to get that tube in there. Alright. I'm just going to put some soap around here. Just to break it loose. Well, that helped right there. It's almost out now. There she goes. There we go. I suppose we can clean all this out, huh? This thing is so rusted on the inside. I can tell you right now that I have used green slime in this tire, and that's why this is like this. That green slime is a mixture of stuff and it has water in it, and so it just eats into the rim. On a car tire or something like that, I'd never use it. But a lawnmower tire, I mean, what are you going? If you have a blowout out 3 miles an hour, it ain't gonna kill you. You know? There we go. Now we can slip that in there. You want to try to get the inner tube to lay flat in there so that it's not bunched up. And then I just need to get the valve stem in the hole. If I can get it in there. That. Okay. There we go. On a small tire like this, we can just use these small pry bars. I'm gonna make sure you don't catch the tube. I need to get another one here. Here, let's use this big one. And what I did right there, because it was getting so hard, it was because the tire was on the top lip up here. So it wasn't stretchy enough, so I just pushed the tire down and that gave me a little bit more room to work the tire. And we just take an inch and just move our pry bars around, just slowly move it around. You want to make sure not to stick them down under too deep, because then you'll catch the inner tube. This is the last part that gets a little bit tricky. Well, that was no problem. There we go. We need to turn on our air compressor. We don't need to seat the bead. If we would, I have a bead seater over there, which would be like way overpowered for this little tire. But we don't need to. You can see the crack right here, big time. So this tire is junk. I gotta let my air compressor all pump up because it's that air compressor is like a, I don't know, it's like a 300 or 500 gallon air compressor. So it takes a while. It's 220 volts and it's a big air compressor. Well, we should have enough air in our tanks out there to put a little air in here. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to release the air again. I dropped my thing. I know I did. I heard it fall. Oh, I guess I put it away. I'm going to release this. And what this does is this will help it. It'll go back into a state, because now it's pushed the bead out. So now the tire is on its bead. It's on the bottom bead, it's on the top bead. But the inner tube in there is going to be a little twisted up and stuff like that. So I'm going to release the air in it. There we go. I'll put my little valve stem back in there. I mean, most guys have to know what it is, but a little valve stem, it's just like it's just a little insert. It's got a rubber tip on it. They're in all tires. Car tires, semi tires, whatever. You just pull it out and it makes the air come out faster. And you just get a little valve insert. It's got a little T cut in it. And it just screws in there and unscrews them. There we go. I'm just going to check it. Oh, what's this thing saying at? Probably not that much. Inflate to 14 pounds. I don't know if my gauge will even go. A little bit. Yeah, well. Just about 10. There we go. Let's get this shot more. Well, right there. That's 15 pounds. Now if I can find my cap I set down. I think I may have knocked it down on the ground. Oh, here it is. there we go. One fixed tire. You could just go out and buy a new tire, which it really does need. The sidewalls are just all cracked and everything. But I mean, a tire is going to cost you $20 to $30 for a new tire. If you want to get the same pattern that's on here so it matches the other side. You're kind of going to have to go to a Cub Cadet dealer to get these things, and they're going to be a little more expensive. But then you'd have to pull it off the rim, you'd have to grind the rim all down, repaint the rim and everything, which it does need. But a cheap fix, these were $5.95. New inner tube, put it in there, boom, done. Before I put this tire on, I'm going to grease it. I'm going to grease this little greaser, it's right here. Just because it's easier to get to while the tire's off, so I might as well just do this side quick. And here's really, I know it's going to sound really stupid, but always put your valve stump to the outside. Makes it easier. Now I always put a little Loctite back in here. And it's not like this thing is traveling at high speeds or nothing, but I still put just a little bit of blue Loctite in there. And I use this gel Loctite. I love this stuff. It doesn't go bad. It lasts a lot longer. It's easier to apply. And I mean, I've had this tube for probably a couple years. So just put a little spot of blue Loctite on there. It's not like it's going to be a big deal if the tire comes off, but don't need it to happen. It's not like you're going to be going 60 miles an hour and the tire comes off. A socket would have been better, but I didn't grab one. There we go. I just made a mess. I just dropped my tire right onto my oil bin. I don't know if I have a filter wrench that small. I usually don't work with small stuff like this. Nah, it just comes right off. There we go. We got a new filter, and I just dump it, you know, full of oil, and it all seeps in there. Usually it goes down about 3/4, and then just take your finger and put a little bit of oil around the side on the gasket so it seals good. I'm just gonna hand tighten it. I can get a pretty good grab on it, so I ain't worried about it coming loose. There we go. That ain't coming off there. And then I'll just put my little plug back into my drain outlet. And I thought, because there's a centerpiece in there, I thought maybe that was a magnet, but it's not. I tried it on a piece of metal and it doesn't stick. I was looking for little fragments of metal on there and stuff. It's actually the same wrench that I used on the wheel in 16ths. There we go. I don't know, we'll stick a couple quarts in there, check it. Pull the air filter out, clean that up. Oh, the air filter looks good. This is the first filter. And that's the one that gets all dirty. That's pretty easy to clean. The second one looks really nice and clean. Easiest way to clean it. Just take an air hose. Oops, drop it on the ground. Get all the crud out. Like so. And then these are oil filters. Just put a little bit of oil into it. Just squeeze it all in there. Just like so. Just puts a little bit of coating of an oil into it. You just slip that over the top of the primary air filter. Then I'm going to clean all that. Now that I got that tightened up, I can clean out that air filter area. And it won't get into the carburetor. So I'm just going to cover up the oil port. There we go. Just work the oil all around in there. I'll let it calm down for a minute and then I'll check the oil again. And then if I need to, I will just drain a little bit out. Actually looks to be right on the full mark. So it's right there. Yeah, that's right on the full. That's perfect. You couldn't get any more better than that. Well, there we go. I got my lawnmower all fixed up, all ready to go. I'm actually taking it over to the wife's house and dropping it off by her. She's got some problems with her hand. We have a very small lawn over there, but it's we have a push lawnmower, but she's got some problems with her hand, so she can't really push it. So I'm gonna take this over there, and that way she has an easy way. to mow the grass and everything. So she says her grass is getting long. When's the lawnmower coming? So I'm going to run it over there and wish her happy Mother's Day and drop the lawnmower off. So I'll catch you guys next time. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night, whatever it is. And if you're not, well, we certainly could try and change that, right? Right. So until next time, guys. See you later. Bye.